Hi, I'm Daphne Richards. Our question this week comes from Amber about her cenizo shrubs, also called Texas sage. A few months ago, she had her house planted, and the crew completely demolished them. They're still alive, but were almost completely defoliated by the damage, so they're mainly just sticks. Amber notes that she can see new growth starting to emerge at the bottom and wants to know what to do to try to reinvigorate her formerly gorgeous shrubs. First, I'd suggest taking the opportunity to prune the backside of the shrubs to make some space between the plants and the house. Next, lightly prune out some of the sticks to increase the sunlight into the center of the shrubs. Increased sunlight is necessary for the plant to put on new leaves, and increasing the sunlight in the center of the shrub will help keep it from growing new leaves only on the tips. Then, give the new growth a little time to show where it's headed and prune out the areas that aren't putting on new leaves. Cenizos are very slow to regrow, so the recovery process may take a while. Although these plants are commonly planted in rows and sheared into hedges, that isn't good for them over time. They'll be healthiest if allowed to grow into their natural potential and keep their natural shape and form. If you have to prune Texas sages, as Amber does in this situation, be sure to do so as infrequently as possible. Cenizos can recover from heavy pruning, but it takes a while, a long while. With that in mind, if the plants were healthy and vibrant before they were damaged, and if you're feeling very brave, Amber, you could try giving them a very hard pruning. By that I mean taking many of the stems completely out all the way to the ground and leaving only the thickest, healthiest ones. This is pretty drastic, and I wouldn't recommend it as a regular practice. But if the plant was healthy and in very good shape before it was damaged, it will respond to this heavy pruning by putting on all new leaves and will look much better and be healthier in the long run. This drastic measure is comparable to the way we annually prune roses, which removes all of the weak and spindly growth so that the plant can spend more resources on developing fewer, healthier stems. Good luck, Amber! Our plant this week is soap aloe, Aloe maculata, also known as Aloe saponaria. Like most aloes, soap aloe grows as a small rosette, keeping its leaves in a tight cluster at the base and staying relatively small, making it a great choice for an accent among other drought-hardy plants in your garden. Soap aloe grows to only about a foot tall and 18 inches wide at maturity, but in the late spring and early summer, you'll be delighted with the towering bloom stalk that will be topped with red-orange or bright yellow flowers, and the flowers attract bees, butterflies, moths, and hummingbirds like magnets. Listed as hardy to Zone 8, unlike many other succulent plants, this aloe reliably survives our Central Texas winters, but if it is damaged, it normally recovers quite easily. Although soap aloe does just fine in full sun, it'll look a little beefier, greener, and healthier if given shade in the afternoon. As with most succulents, be sure to plant soap aloe only in areas of very well-drained soil and water sparingly if at all. Our viewer picture comes from John and Christy in Bernie, who recycled cedar to make a protective corral for their vegetables. After painting PVC pipe that was rated for above and below ground, they attached PVC brackets and covered the netting to keep out critters. They even installed small eye hooks to attach blankets and tie them down in winter, making it easy to protect tender plants from an unexpected frost. Thanks, John and Christy. We'd love to hear from you, so please visit us at klru.org to send us your questions and projects and pictures.